Y'all, when it comes to cooking, easier is better. This one pan dessert is absolutely fantastic. Break out that trusty 9x13 and hose that sucker down with Pam or any kind of cooking spray. Next, we're gonna get these Reese's Minis. I love them. Just go ahead and pour those in the bottom. You don't have to cover the entire bottom of the tray, and I'm gonna show you why in a second. Next up, we're going to put a whole box of chocolate cake on top. This is German chocolate. Totally up to you. It's just got a little bit of a different texture to it, but a regular old devil's food will work just as well. Just pour that right down on top of it, okay? Beautiful. Now give her just a little shake to make sure that all that mix covers the bottom of your pan. And then we're going to add an entire box of Jell-O pudding, chocolate flavor, of course, just as rich and dark as you want, or just as easy peasy as you want. Milk chocolate or the dark, whatever you like. Beautiful. Now we're going to add the milk to it to make sure that it all blends together beautifully. That's going to be 2 cups of milk, okay? Just going over. Just be kind of gentle with it. Whenever you're pouring in, it can splash really easily, so y'all be careful of that, okay? Then we're going to use our hand whisk to bring all these together. It's going to be a real gentle whisk to begin because you've got so much powder ingredients, so many dry ingredients. And then whenever we get to the point where all that is kind of gotten together, you know, not completely, but just kind of made sure that they all had some kind of wet to stick to, we're going to come in here with our spatula and start folding this together. Beautiful. So eventually you're going to have like a brownie batter consistency. Look at that, how dark and rich and gorgeous. Oh my gosh, yes. Make sure all of it goes into the pan, okay? I am often tempted to just go ahead and lick that right off that finger, and I do. I absolutely do. But try to keep as much in the pan as you can. Beautiful. Now what you're going to do is set the oven to 350 degrees and you're going to bake it right up. It's going to take about 25-30 minutes. Then you got this gorgeous, okay? Let it cool for about 10-15 minutes. Then you're going to take a full 8-ounce container of Cool Whip and put it right there on top. Scoop out the whole container, okay? Put it right there. Now you can tell if your cake is cool enough because it will not melt your whipped topping. If it's still too warm, it will absolutely just turn it into liquid in no time. So we have waited long enough for this. That makes me happy. I'm not the most patient person, so knowing that I waited long enough to let this get cool, that makes me proud. Now, whenever you empty that entire container right there, all you're going to do is just go ahead and spread that around all over the top of your cake. We're going to go to all the corners, going to go to all the sides, make sure everything is really well spread, okay? Beautiful. And then all I'm going to do is do a little bit more decoration. But first, we got to make sure this is really well covered. Once our Cool Whip is set, we're just going to put some Reese's Pieces right here on top. If y'all remember E.T., you know exactly what I'm talking about here. These I don't see as often as I used to, but they're still available, and I love them. And then you're just going to dig in. It's just that easy. It is a super, super simple cake that we can take just a little bit of time to bake, and then it all happens in one container, which I love. Fewer dishes, more smiles. Everybody's happy about the whole thing. Serve it up with a cold glass of milk or a cup of coffee, and you are good to go. Look at that. You've got some amazing peanut butter chocolate goodness just waiting to make folks happy. Eat up, y'all. Woo! Yes, please.